If I ask you what's the more earth-shaking news around the world, you may all have one answer, and that's the pandemic COVID-19 or the coronavirus. The virus that its signs of alarm is everywhere, from Asia to Europe and from America to Africa. It affects everyone, children, young, rich, poor. Therefore, there is no exception. So if this is such a serious threat to our lives, then how much will we really take it seriously? I'm not sure about you guys, but however, without exaggerating, I'm really frightened for taking care of myself from this deadly virus. So I feel afraid when I see in the faces of someone who get colds or have flu. I'm scared of those who sit next to me in the bus, and I feel nervous when I talk to my friends who have arrived out of Lithuania for the last couple of weeks. So in addition to all of these, I'm worrying about all my family, friends, and others who are part of this community and they may not be safe at all. So therefore, what I have learned from this situation is to keep in mind what Melia Jones, a social epidemiologist at the University of Wisconsin in Madison, says. So she says that the best way to prevent the spreading of the virus is to keep people from being in close contact as much as possible. She also calls people to promote the idea of staying home with your family. For these reasons, today I'm going to represent first why the coronavirus is a problem. So second, what's the solution? And third, the positive outcomes. First, let me start with the problems. So the COVID-19 virus spreads mainly through person-to-person contacts and causes serious symptoms to the body. So means that the coronavirus spreads through person to person very fast. So as stated by the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, published in 4th of March 2020, like people who are in close contacts with one another, like within 6 feet, and based on the same sort, the virus spreads through respiratory droplets produced when an infected person sit next to you who have cough or sneezes. Second, the coronavirus makes serious symptoms to the body. As stated by the Professor John Wilson, the president-elect of the Royal Australasian College of Physicians, so the respiratory tree of the body get damaged, means that the airways supplying air into the lungs get inflamed. So it irritates its nerves and lining of the airway. So as it states by the Norwegian Institute of Public Health, which was published on 23rd of March 2020, most people who get infected to the virus, they also develop a fever, like means that their fever would be get higher than 37.6. So, okay, now that we have covered the issues and the harmful outcomes, let's talk about the solution. Unfortunately, so far there is no any antiviral medication to stop people getting this virus. However, I personally recommend you to stop your non-essential travel. So here are the positive outcomes. So by canceling your non-essential travels, you take action to contain the spread of the virus to the community and keep yourself safe. First, when you stay at home, you take action to prevent the spreading of the virus in the community. It means that you prohibit the visits which are non-essential, and also you avoid yourself and others from mass gathering in public areas. So second, in case you're infected in some ways, like you will be recovered as soon as possible. As Professor John Wilson says, that you will be ventilated by oxygen until your lungs are able to function normally. So, based on the same sources, you take fever reducing medication. So to conclude, today I've talked about the problems caused by the COVID-19 or coronavirus, the solution, and also the positive outcomes. So very sadly, Today, all human beings have been facing the dangerous respiratory virus in the whole history. The symptoms that is hidden for 2 weeks and can spread from person to person, and unfortunately, you can pick it from everywhere, everyone. So now that you get aware from how harmful, unexpectable, and serious this virus is, so what would be your actions to keep yourselves, your family, your friends, and eventually the whole community safe? So if you care about yourselves, so then start before it's too late. Thank you. خلينا نتكلم.